So I grew up with a pool in my backyard, and before we installed this pool, I had an above the ground 24-foot round pool, which we loved, but it was aging, and so we needed to do something, and I thought I was done with the pool, and so we took it down. But you grew up with a pool too.
I grew up with a pool too, but the pool that we had was lovely, but we didn't use it that much. And after we got rid of it, she wanted to have, I think I missed the pool. I was like, well, I don't think we should get a pool, we just had a pool. But then she was talking about all the things that she wanted, like having a place to splash around and a place to get some sun and can get wet. And I was like, well, wait a second, we found a pool that wasn't just the pool we had, but had some of the things that we were looking for and a water feature. And then we found a company that had a pool. We talked to Christina. She guided us to a pool that had everything we wanted with a sun shelf and the steps into the deeper part. And it's like, well, this pool won't just be replacing the pool that we weren't using. It would be giving us exactly the water feature that we would probably love. And it turns out we kind of love it.
We love it.
Yeah.
So there's the sun shelf, which I love the shallow end to sit, read a book, sit on the edge, and David likes to go underwater and swim in the deep end. We thought we wanted a water fountain, but really what I wanted was a creek, a little stream, if you will. And so Christine hooked us up with another company that created the stream for us too. So now we really do have everything we want in our backyard, which we're gonna stay in forever, because this is our retirement plan. Christine answered all my questions and then explained the costing structure. She explained the build model. And what I found unique about Parrot Bay was that they were the only company that had one team, like it was their employees that would come install the pool. So that they didn't subcontract out the work to a number of different subcontractors. It was their people that came and installed the pool. To me, that guaranteed quality, one company to be held responsible if something went wrong. Not that we were planning on that, but it's good to know that that was an option in case something did. And the installation process was, I mean, it was honestly flawless compared to some stories that I've heard from friends. It was more about their installation model than anything else. And they had some cool pool companies too to work with, some manufacturers. So we looked at 3 or 4 different manufacturers, and I guess we wound up with River because of the sun shelf with the deep end. And then we also could install bubblers, and there's a light package. So they seemed to have everything we wanted in one company.
Pretty much how I remember it too. The different companies we looked at, there were some cheaper options, but Parrot Bay, you get what you pay for, and we heard good things about Parrot Bay, and the fact that it was all like under one roof was like the selling point for me.
So I've worked on several different building projects with general contractors and subcontractors in my home. And I liked the fact that Parrot Bay uses an online app to communicate with the team that's building my pool. So whenever there was a question, I could ask my question at any time. And then when someone was available to respond, it was usually within 24 hours, I got an answer to my question. So I felt that there were solid avenues for people to respond to just questions that would just, pop up at any time. So I thought that was a really good way to communicate and keep a number of different people on the team informed of what was happening on the job site. So I missed the pool when we didn't have it for a year, and God has given me the gift of hospitality. And so without a pool, I felt like I didn't have a draw for my friends to come hang out in the summertime. So having the pool now, people walk in our backyard, and I just love to see the expressions on their faces, because it's really, there's a huge wow factor, and it's not just the pool, but it's everything else around it. We reached out to Christine, it was last summer. So we put a down payment down in September, and the lead time, because of the COVID, our timing was perfect based on having it ready for this summer. it was ready to swim in by Memorial Day weekend. So I think, if you're planning a pool project, it's not too early to start. I mean, starting now for a next year installation, a next summer, kick it off with Memorial Day, it's not too late to start that planning. Right, not too early to start that planning.